Do Amazon sellers need a lawyer? If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit subscribe and you hit the bell notification so that you can be notified of when I release more videos just like this one. So do Amazon sellers need a lawyer? Some people might say yes and some people might say no, but I guarantee you that if you're selling on Amazon, you are going to encounter an issue that is going to require legal assistance. If I do everything by the book, then why in the world am I going to need an Amazon lawyer? You see, you could be doing nothing wrong and you might need an Amazon lawyer because somebody is either hijacking on your listing or somebody is committing trademark infringement. In other words, they are basically taking your brand name and they are making it seem as if they have that name also. In other words, they may have copied your business name or your brand name from Amazon and are now using it as their own. And as we know, Amazon sellers are very emotionally charged people because they have invested more times than not a lot of money into protecting their brand and also into their inventory and possibly into marketing with the sponsored ads and, you know, being able to take advantage of the brand registry marketing platform. And so I understand that after you've invested all that money, you don't want anybody ripping your brand off. You don't want anybody ripping off your products either. And sometimes the issues might not even be with other sellers. Sometimes you might have an issue with Amazon itself. You see, I've heard from a lot of Amazon sellers that selling on Amazon is a two-edged sword. It can be great because if you're successful on there, then the sky is the limit in terms of profits. But you have to be aware that you are at Amazon's mercy. In other words, if they don't like something about the way you're performing business on there, they can very easily shut down your account. In other words, your Amazon account will get suspended. You are going to have to go through hoops and hurdles to get that account reinstated. Now, I'm sure the logical question you're asking is, if your account got suspended, then that might mean that you did something wrong. You probably deserve to get your Amazon account suspended. But if you're an Amazon seller watching this video, you are probably shaking your head and thinking, no way, I followed every single rule in the book because I didn't want this to happen to me and somehow my account was still suspended on Amazon. And guess what? I've been there and it is so frustrating because Amazon has changed a whole lot since they first allowed sellers to come onto their platform. So now it's not as easy as just clicking a help button and contacting someone who can help you with your seller issue. Seller support is not as accessible as it once was. So I'll give you an example. Just the other day, I needed to contact seller support for an account suspension. So when I go to the help button, as I was used to doing a long time ago, I couldn't find a way to get a hold of anybody to help me with my issue. So then I went into the emails that Amazon had sent, I mean, even months ago. And when I clicked inside those emails, I was able to find an email from somebody from the Amazon seller support team where they had included a link that said, if you have any more questions or if this issue persists, please click on this link. So when I click on the link, I am then able to plug in my phone number and then basically request a call from Amazon. So there's no way for you to get in contact with them and speak to them on the phone. Amazon seller support will have to call you. And I had that link. So I already know how much more difficult it may be for you if you don't even have that link. So Amazon seller support is not easily accessible. So to go back to the topic of this video, do you need an Amazon lawyer or do you need a lawyer as an Amazon seller? I think the answer boils down to whether or not you're willing to accept that your account may stay suspended if you don't do anything about it. So if you're not willing to accept a suspension as an answer and you don't want your account to remain closed, and if you have funds sitting in that account that make it worth it for you to hire a lawyer to help you get your account reinstated, then yes, it's worth it to have an Amazon seller on your side. Now, as I was thinking about all of these issues and issues that I have even been plagued with personally, I thought, you know, I am in a really good position to be able to help Amazon sellers because, well, if you've been watching this channel, you know, it's all all about trademarks, small business, branding, protecting your brand on and offline. So I thought to myself, you know, I need to be able to help these Amazon sellers because I have been there and I understand that frustration. So if you're interested in having a month-to-month lawyer who can help you with your brand, then make sure that you scroll down into the description below where we offer a service to help you on a month-to-month basis. You don't want to hire us or have us on your site anymore, then you don't have to. But at least on a month-to-month basis, you'll be able to know that you have a lawyer in your back pocket to help you with any issues. And again, suspensions are not the only issue, but I guarantee you that they are one of the most difficult issues that will make you so frustrated. So anyway, in this account that I'm talking about, there are funds in the thousands that are being held up by Amazon. And so in the portal that says, if we feel like you have violated our policies or our terms of use, then we reserve the right to hold on to these funds, but we can release them to you or a portion of them, basically if we're justified in doing so. So I feel like that verbiage right there is inviting you to create an appeal and to basically hire a lawyer if you don't feel comfortable doing it on your own and making a case for yourself. So I almost feel like Amazon is creating the type of invitation where you should have legal representation. Now, there are plenty of companies out there that will help with Amazon account suspensions, and it's just not a fun place to be because when you have thousands of dollars as an Amazon seller that are being held up in this account and you know you're basically in Amazon jail, it's really important for you to recoup those funds and reopen your account. It's just really frustrating. So anyways, it's a two-edged sword selling on Amazon. It can be really great for profits if you don't encounter any issues, but it can also be really frustrating when and if you do encounter issues, because I don't think anyone has sold on the Amazon platform and left unscathed. In other words, I think that if you're gonna jump into Amazon waters, you have to be willing to take a few punches and hits along the way. Some of you might get a minor cut or minor scrape. Maybe other sellers will get beat to a pulverine. And now I want you to answer the question. If you feel like you're getting beat to a pulverine, do you want to have a lawyer on your side? Some of you may still say no, that it's a risk that you're willing to take. But if you want some extra help and some extra assistance, I understand what it's like. And so once you get your account reinstated, lots of people will still jump back on the bandwagon because Amazon is a good source of profits if you know what you're doing. And more times than not, that means that you've garnered traffic from another source and you're driving traffic to your product listings, or you're using pay-per-click, you're taking advantage of all of the resources that Amazon itself offers through having a registered trademark with the brand registry. So I just want you to be aware that selling on Amazon can be great, yes, but there's the flip side of the coin where there are Amazon account suspensions. Sometimes you can feel like you're at Amazon's mercy, you didn't do anything wrong, and your account is deactivated or it's suspended, and you're basically being invited by Amazon to create an appeal to get your account back. So if you're somebody who's been selling on Amazon, I want to hear your stories below. Please, I invite you to share them. You know, do you ever go onto Facebook and become part of a group and one person asks a question, hey, did you ever have this experience with this restaurant? Or did you ever have this experience with this online shop? And then people start commenting, and then more and more people start commenting, and then you realize that you have the same story as other people. Now, I know it's no secret that more than one person has an issue with Amazon, because as a lawyer, I've seen and I've heard these stories, but I invite you to post them in the comments below because it's just become extra frustrating lately, and I really want to hear from those of you that feel like you've done something wrong, but you were able to get your account reinstated, or maybe those of you that feel like you've done nothing wrong and you really did every single thing to try to play by the book, and you just either were unlucky or maybe you didn't realize you did something wrong. But either way, I want you to share your experience down below for those of you that are planning on selling on the Amazon platform, because I want new sellers to know what they're walking into. So if you're willing to share at least some of your story or someone else's story, then make sure that you leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to check the description for this service we're offering. And if you want to contact us, it's free to send us an email. So we invite you to contact us if need be. And we always look forward to meeting new entrepreneurs and following your journey as well. So make sure that you give me a thumbs up because it helps me help other Amazon sellers. And we all know that when you're starting on Amazon, you need as much help as you can get, and free help too, like this video, because everything else after this usually tends to be expensive, whether it's investing in product, whether it's investing in, you know, pay-per-click. So I want to make sure that we're pushing this video as much as possible to help new sellers just get a taste of what it will be like through your stories and your comments, which you will leave down below, and through this video that I'm sharing. So make sure you give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.